What's goody, show? Trying to hit the most woke, no joking. I'm back at it again with a brand new video, and I'm gonna keep it a Bowberry biscuit. Ron Rivera better be right, or he's gonna have some explaining to do. And what I'm talking about is a couple moves that that Ron Rivera's done this year and last year that have been, I wouldn't say controversial, but one thing in particular that got me, that I saw just this morning, was an article. If you can even call it that, put the article for me right now. Put it up full screen for me right now. This is the entirety of the article right here that was put up on ESPN.com. Ron Rivera said Cameron Artis-Payne will most certainly get that opportunity to replace Jonathon Stewart as the power back. Now, there's a couple things up with this. This is just a headline. This is the whole story on ESPN.com, which is weird, just on its face. I don't know what this is what sports journalism has become. But even more importantly than that is, with the wealth of so many draft running backs, which I've done a few videos. I've done a couple videos so far on. I did one on Nick Chubb. I did one on Rashad Penny, which you can see those up here above my head. And I have a couple more draft board videos for some running backs in this year's draft that will come like in the 3rd, 4th, 5th round. That a lot of talent that it makes no sense to say that Cameron Artis-Payne will most certainly get that opportunity. I like Cameron Artis-Payne, but he's on his 4th year right now. So his rookie deal is about to be over with, and we could get cheap talent that was most likely going to be better than Cameron Artis-Payne. Let's look at his stats real quick. Put him up for me real quick. He's been in the league for 3 years. Rookie season, he had 45 touches for 183 yards and 1 touchdown. 5 receptions for 58 yards. 2016, he had 36 rush attempts for 144 yards and 2 touchdowns. Last year, he had 18 rush attempts for 95 yards and 1 touchdown. So we're going to say that a guy who you've had in the team for 3 years and hasn't even cracked 100 rushes, he's the guy who's going to most certainly get the chance to replace Jonathon Stewart as the power back. I hope you're wrong. And the thing about this would be, if it's an issue of, we had Jonathon Stewart, so we couldn't use him in the run game as much, but we use him in other ways, like maybe the pass game. But in the 3 years that we've had Cameron Artis-Payne, he's only caught 7 passes. 7 passes in 3 years. So this, to me, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that Ron Rivera is using this statement as a misleading draft talk, so that other teams think, okay, the Panthers aren't going to target running backs in this draft, so we can wait on them in later rounds. That doesn't really matter to me though, because backs like Bo Scarborough, Sony Michel, and maybe even Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb's gonna be available in the 3rd, but Sony and Bo Scarborough are gonna be available later in the rounds. I don't think there's reason to even do this kind of weird misdirection here for the draft, but I don't know. All I know is that if we do go with Cameron Artis-Payne and we don't pick up a premier power back in this draft, then Ron Rivera's going to have a lot to explain after this season if Cameron Artis-Payne does not work out. Now, if Cap works, cool. But I just don't see that happening, and I don't see the reason why not to go for younger, stronger talent in this draft and have the full 4 years of their rookie deal, rather than stay with a guy who's on his last year of his rookie deal. We'll either have to sign him to another deal after this year or let him go. Why not just have 2 young, one second-year player and 1 rookie grow up together and develop together? That's just me. I don't see the issue with that. I don't see the reason for that. And then there's this next story where Ron Rivera is talking about describing, our secondary situation, how he feels that we're doing pretty good. We need to, get some better corners. Because last year we had James Bradbury and Daryl Worley. He's talking about how it was a good decision to get rid of Daryl Worley last year, and how he's so excited about the 3 players who are going to have to compete for Worley's old job. Boy, it ain't going to be 3 players. We got 3 players right now. We better go out and pick up a safety and a corner. That's all I know, bro. They're not really competing for Worley's job. In my opinion, I feel like the guy we draft is probably going to be the guy who's going to be in that position, because we're going to pick him with our 2nd round pick. Or maybe even the first of our 3rd round picks. But all I know is about these 2 things. If you tell the truth about Cameron Artis-Payne, and if you're saying all this about our cornerback situation, unless this is all like draft talk, draft season misdirection, and trying to like get in the other GMs and coaches' heads, you better be right, Ron Rivera. That's all I gotta say is you better be right about it. You better hit on these picks, bro. You better be right about Cap especially, bro, because our run game, look, man. But let me know what y'all think about Ron Rivera's comments in the comments below. You already know what to do with that like button. I got a button right here for you to subscribe and a button right here for you to watch more videos. Namaste. Back before you know it.